Please excuse my not so great setup, but here we go. My name is Abdurrahman Gulid. I'm in the CIS 50 class with Professor Austin. And today my presentation will be on what is machine learning. So what is machine learning? Well, simply it is a branch of artificial intelligence where machines have the ability to learn from data without explicitly programming instructions. The basic premise of machine learning is to build algorithms that can receive input data and use statistical analysis to predict an output value within an acceptable range. What does that mean? So, because of the new computing technologies, machine learning today is not like machine learning of the past. It was born from pattern recognition and the theory that computers can learn without being programmed to perform specific tasks. Researchers interested in artificial intelligence wanted to see if computers could learn from data. The iterative aspect of machine learning is important because as models are exposed to new data, they are able to independently adapt. They learn from previous computation to produce reliable, repeatable decisions and results. So, one question that I had and maybe you have is, so machine learning, so what is learning actually? So, learning simply enough is the acquisition of knowledge or skills through experience, study, or by being taught, or old books plus angry professor equals learning. So, how do humans learn? Well, we will learn from the things that happen to us, our experiences. For example, we learn that lightning is followed by thunder. We learn not to tell lies because it can cause us to lose our credibility and to lose our friends. Or that we learned how to dance by watching others demonstrate dance steps to us. We can say that we have learned these things because we have acquired appropriate responses for them. We cover our ears when lightning strikes. We try to avoid telling lies and we dance. Learning is acquiring relatively permanent change in behavior through experience. We experience things and learn to modify our behaviors based on what we know. So that last part, beginning from learning is acquiring, is pretty much machine learning in a nutshell. So, how do machines actually learn? Well, the process of learning in machines begins with observations or data, such as examples, direct experience, or instructions, in order to look for patterns in data and make better decisions in the future based on the examples that we provide. The primary aim is to allow the computers to learn automatically without human intervention or assistance and adjust actions accordingly. Machine learning or machines learn through algorithms. But wait, what is an algorithm? Algorithms explained. An algorithm is a well-defined procedure that allows a computer to solve a problem. Another way to describe an algorithm is a sequence of unambiguous instructions. The use of the term unambiguous indicates that there is no room for subjective interpretation. Every time you ask your computer to carry out the same algorithm, it will do it in exactly the same manner with the exact same results. Now, I wish my 2-year-old son performed an algorithm. So here's actual a simple algorithm on the side. You can see for yourself. Can I go to the movies? Well, that depends. Types of machine learning: supervised machine learning, unsupervised machine learning, and reinforcement learning. Today we'll not talk too much about reinforcement learning, but the other two we will. So, quick explanation. Machine learning algorithms are often characterized as being supervised or unsupervised. Supervised algorithms require humans to provide both input and desired output, in addition to furnishing feedback about the accuracy of predictions during training. Once training is complete, the algorithm will apply what was learned to new data. Unsupervised algorithms do not need to be trained with desired outcome data. Instead, they use an iterative approach called deep learning. Deep learning is super cool. You should learn about it. To review data and arrive at conclusions. Unsupervised learning algorithms are used for more complex processing tasks than supervised learning systems. Supervised learning systems, real quick again, finds patterns and develops predictive models using both input data and output data. It involves classification and regression. Classifications are used for predicting discrete responses. You're probably like, what is that? Well, here's an example. With Patriots win the Super Bowl. Next, regression. Regression is used for predicting continuous responses. Example, finding trends in consumer behavior for marketing purposes. So for somebody like me, a business major who wants to major in accounting, who wants to own a business one day, that's one of the best ways to find information to enhance my strategy. So that's very important. So unsupervised learning, real quick, is finds patterns based only on input data. This technique is useful when you're not quite sure what to look for. Often used for exploratory analysis of raw data. Involves cluster analysis. That is such a cool name. In cluster analysis, your group data items that have some measure of similarity based on characteristic values. So, why machine learning? What's all this talk about machine? What's the hype around it? Well, so today the amount of digital data being generated is huge thanks to smart devices and the Internet of Things. This data can be analyzed to make intelligent decisions based on patterns, and machine learning helps to do exactly that. Thanks to the flood of big data, increasing computational power, increasing support from industries. So let's go into that a little bit. So what is the role of big data? The amount of data being created and stored on a global level is almost inconceivable, and it just keeps growing. That means there's even more potential to recover key insights from business information, yet only a small percentage of data is actually analyzed. In other words, all companies aren't doing this yet. How can they make better use of the raw information that flows into their organizations every day? Whoa. That's a good question. Next is Moore's Law and computational power, which contribute massively to this growing flux of machine learning initiatives by companies. So here we go. Moore's Law is a computing term which originated around 1970. The simplified version of this law states that processors speeds or overall processing power for computers will double every 2 years. Machine learning in industry. Well, how is these tech giants actually using this information? Big data and machine learning can accomplish business-related tasks such as determining root causes of failures, issues, and defects in near real time, generating coupons on the point sale based on the computer's buying habits, recalculating entire risk portfolios, detecting fraudulent behavior before its effects on organization. Next, so most common applications that you might know for machine that actually use machine learning is your personal assistant Siri or Google uses machine learning, weather predictions, win predictor in sports tournaments, medical diagnosis dominantly uses machine learning, and something you would be familiar with. Ever wondered how media sites show you recommendations to ads matching closely to your interests? They use machine learning, basically Google AdWords and programmatic banner ads. And this is my bibliography for those who want to go research machine learning for themselves. Thank you for listening to my presentation today. Goodbye.